Back again, my beautiful people, viewers and subscribers. Pleasant good evening to you all. Thank you very much for tuning into my channel. Thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. Much appreciated. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for doing what you're doing, and because of that, this is the reason why I push it hard and to get the best accurate news to bring back to you lot. Thank you very much. Keep on doing what you're doing, and I'll keep on doing what I'm doing. Big up on yourself. Anyway, today we'll come to talk about the Premier League and Troy Deeney. I don't believe the Premier League is fit for purpose, because the Premier League is running a league and they're responsible for the league. They set the rules, but there's rules that the club have where the Premier League don't have any talk into it. And this is why when you hear Troy Deeney come out and said that there's question where the Premier League don't have the answer, and this is the reason why he won't put his family life in danger because to play in the Premier League. We understand that, and we fully agree with him. And this is, and I'm gonna let you know why I agree with Troy Deeney in that respect. But in the next half of Troy Deeney's statement, I don't agree, and I'm gonna tell you why I don't agree with Troy Deeney. So it's two off. I agree with one off, and I don't agree with the next side of it. The part that I don't agree with is where Troy Deeney come out and stated that he won't turn up to training when it starts. And Watford kick off their training today. As you know, they only allow 5 players on the pitch, 3 coach, a maximum of 75 minutes each per player. When they finish, they head straight back home. So Troy Deeney stated that when he leave training, going home with his dirty kit, don't know what on it, put it in the wash with his other family members' clothes, and that could cause where the virus could be on it or stuff like that, and that would put his family life in risk. That was part of it. He did not state the whole thing, the question that him asked, which he didn't have answer for. But I find out the question that him asked where the Premier League is in shit. So I'm thinking, Troy Deeney earn 65 grand a week, 3.38 million per year from Watford. So taking consideration about 1.7, 1.6 million per year after tax. And you can't tell me that you can't go out there and get a 200-pound washing machine to wash your dirty kit, so you don't have to go with your family member clothes. Troy Deeney, you are in quarantine, lockdown for over 7 weeks now with your family. Now, you are the captain for Watford, okay? I believe you should have dealt with this situation much better. Even though you don't want to put your family life at risk, you should have taken yourself away from your family for 2 weeks at a time. Because if the Premier League kick off back, it have a couple club of 10 games. Most of them, 90% of them only have 9. So we can give and take. So this can take approximately about 4.5 weeks, 5 weeks maximum to finish. So if you take yourself away, because you're the captain, away from your family, stay somewhere with the team, and you get the job done. After you get the job done for 5 weeks, you go back home. That is possible. That is one scenario which it could work. Instead that you decided that you're just not going to turn up. It is not a good look for a captain. We know you did broke already, and if they don't want to pay you, you don't have to take the payment from them. You don't have to take the pay from them. It doesn't matter, because you would believe that your family health come first. We understand. I totally agree with you. But you could have done this. You could do the situation much better than how you're dealing with it now by not turning up to their training. Because you could have taken a week off from your family, train, okay, then take the weekend, get tested and make sure say it come back before you left. Isolate yourself, because this is your job. This is what feeding your family. So you have to respect it as well. You understand, Troy Deeney? So you could have done all of that. There's other measures that you could take. But the main one is that I believe that you could have stay away from your family for a certain period of time. That is the main thing. You wouldn't put their life in danger. No. The part that I agree with you, Troy Deeney, is where the Premier League tested the World 20 Premier League club, the people who are involved in the football at the club, who's going to involve on a match day. And it is 748 of them for the World 20 Premier League club. Today, they tested, the result come back, and the results show that there was 6 players has tested positive for the virus. One of them is Adrian, I forgot his last name. soon tell them last name. Adrian from Watford. One of there's 3 players from Watford. 1 player and two staff. And the player is Adrian Mariappa. He's a Jamaican, but Jamaican parents, but he was born here. And he is one of them who's in isolation now, plus the 2 staff. And we know that Burnley assistant manager Ian, forgot what's his name, Owe, Burnley assistant manager have the virus as well. Even not even showing the symptoms, he was surprised when he heard that he tested positive for the virus, COVID-19. So that is one of the things where he was a shock. And 3 other players which hasn't been named. The club hasn't been named. Now, this is where the problem is with Troy Deeney. Now, the Premier League now itself pay £4 million. I'm not quite sure if it was the club that paid. I think it's the Premier League body that paid £4 million to a private testing company to test these 748 players and staff. Now, when the testing come back, yeah, the Premier League only get the result of people who tested positive, the numbers, sorry. So like today, the Premier League only hear that it was 6 people tested positive. They don't have the club, they don't have the name. And by law, the club don't have to give the name, or the club don't have to state that it's them, or it is Arsenal who have the virus, and it is Aubameyang, Lacazette, or whatever of the virus. They don't have to do that. It is blind to the Premier League. So you see where Troy Deeney have a problem there and then. Because the testing take 24 hours or 48 hours to come back. So even if you get tested and the result going to come back on a match day, you have to think about it. What happened that 2-3 days when they get tests in between before the result will come back? What happened if a player who didn't know that he have the virus, like Adrian, didn't know, and Ian, the assistant manager from Burnley, didn't know, and a player get it? Do you see where it doesn't really safe? Do you see where the safety doesn't come in? I wonder if you understand what I'm saying here and what Troy Deeney was actually asking the Premier League. How could he be safe when they're not making it safe? Because they don't know the player name. They don't know the club. They only know the figure. And they are the one who paying for it. They are the one who's setting on the rules. They are the one who's running the league. This is why Troy Deeney decided that he's not going to turn up, because you motherfucker don't know what you're doing. And he's right. They know fuck all what they're doing. How can you be running a business but the employee there taking break, taking holiday, but you don't know when they're going to take holiday, what time they're going to take break? Is that how that going to manage it? How your company going to manage there and then? Because that's exactly what the Premier League doing, and they're putting other player life in danger. Because they're even so stupid. They're even so stupid where they let the player them go back home. More than they take my advice, take the World Premier 748 player, put them into quarantine, and you start your league. Even though I'm not up for Project Restart, I'm against it. We think we should finish the league because supporter is not allowed in stadium. So for that reason, the league's supposed to cancel. Award it to Liverpool. I want them to award it to them. Give it to them. Okay? But anyway, this is where Troy Deeney have the problem. And I wonder now if people understand where Troy Deeney is coming from. Because the Premier League doesn't know what they're doing. This is the reason why each time they go to their video call, their video link meeting, nothing come back out. You understand? This is shambles. It shouldn't happen. This shouldn't happen. Why is it that they don't know the club and the player them name, the Premier League, to know that these players cannot play? These players have to get isolated. Why? What if a cheeky club like Tottenham now have Hurricane contract the virus? Yeah? And they only get a result on the match day. Do you think they're going to put Hurricane on the bench and say, do you think they're going to do that? No, honestly. Because we know how Daniel Levy stay. That man is tight as a Ross. Yeah? That man want to finish in the Champions League position. Do you believe that he would isolate a player like that? That is a problem. So this is why when Troy Deeney come up with my people and say that, listen, it is not safe enough. He's fucking right. It is not safe enough for the guy to put himself in that situation. Even though I just speak about what him could do, stay away from his family. But you have to understand that bit as well. Why should he take that? Why should he even do that? But him should do it because he's a captain. So, I'm wrong to be right. I'm right to be wrong. Any way you want to put it. I'm just controversial. But that's what it is. But the Premier League need to get their fucking act together. How can you pay for something, running something, but you don't know what's going on in there? How? And then that's the reason why you're putting player life at risk. So this is what happened, my people. The Premier League don't have the player or the club name that if come back positive, they could isolate them. The Premier League only have the figure. And this is what Deeney was most worried about. And this is what most of the player them, because it's not Deeney alone who stay away from training today for Watford. It was 2 other players. But like again, Mr. Ozil was the one who didn't give up his money. His name alone come up. But that's how it is when you're a big name player at a club. We just use it as a scapegoat. Sorry, Deeney. You know, I don't like you on the pitch when you're playing against Arsenal. But apart from that, big up yourself. Stay blessed. You don't know the boy Yardman there from Yardman AFC. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. But the subscriber grow, but we need to grow more because we need to build up this thing and my people can. They don't know we are putting the hard work for Uno. So all we're asking the back for is just a subscribe. Thank you very much. Don't forget to leave a comment in this video and tell me what you think about the Premier League. If they're running this league anyway good. Big up on yourself and people. When you don't know, Yardman soon checking back again. Over and out.